It is not breaking news to say that high school hockey is a part of Minnesota's identity, and the state tournament has a long storied history. But this year it feels a little bit different. A gentleman who played a key role in documenting all of that history was forced into an early retirement. And so today, Kent followed along as that man returned to the arena and witnessed how the community, though, is still showing up for him.
Everyone entering the Minnesota State Hockey Tournament knows they might leave with a thrilling or agonizing story.
We're gonna win today? Yes.
David LeVake spent more than 2 decades writing those stories for the Star Tribune.
In the course of 4 days, he probably had 25, 30 bylines, and that might be undercounting it a little bit.
Dave LeVake from the Star Tribune, thanks for joining us today.
Nice to be here.
In past years, LeVake helped preview the tournament on KARE 11 and also co-wrote the definitive book, Tourney Time, back in 2020.
Gene Aldrich was the founder of this tournament. Yeah. He made it happen in St. Paul, and that's the one that stuck.
Look at all these crowds, and half of them probably have your book, right?
Michaela LeVake.
Yeah, that's the hope.
Says her dad's own story began to take an agonizing turn while he was working last year's tourney.
We knew there was something bad happening to his ability to function.
He was admitted about a week later into the hospital after the state tournament ended, and that was when we kind of found out everything.
Doctors diagnosed him with a rare neurological disease called leukodystrophy.
You lose motor function, you lose the ability to walk, the ability to speak, and then the ability to swallow, eat, chew, just like everyday life things that I think we all take really for granted is what you lose.
I see a smile.
Just advocated for the kids in the game, and in his absence, it's felt. It really is.
Benilde St. Margaret's hockey coach Ken Pauley says he'll never forget the time LeVake spent embedded with his team after Jack Jablonski was paralyzed in 2011.
Our whole idea was, you know what, how do we move forward with Jack, not move away from him? And I think that's the same thing when anyone's suffering. When David LeVake, suffering, you try to move forward the best you can with them.
That's why this season, Benilde hosted David LeVake Night to celebrate his contribution to the game. And another team, Northern Lakes, named him an honorary captain before its tourney tilt.
David went in the locker room and gave the boys a fist pump and wished them well as they were going into the tournament action.
That game didn't end in a thrilling victory. But even in the agony, there's a story of community.
It means the world to me and my family, and it's amazing to see all the strong relationships that he's built and how they have shown up for him time and time again. So that's really beautiful.
Say tourney time.
Tourney time. That is definitely what I will carry with me. Yeah. Thank you.
David is just 50 years old, but this disease has moved incredibly fast. He recently entered hospice care in order to get more help dealing with the physical toll it is taking. Michaela also launched a fundraising site to help deal with the financial toll, and she's not just grateful for the donations. She's also blown away, she says, by all of the stories about the joy her father brought to so many people. Jana?
Yeah, he was kind of like the weaver, bringing every string of high school hockey together so people could experience it as one thing. I'm glad he got to go back to the arena today. It must have been special.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah. Thanks, Kent.